Hi, it's Jennifer with Only in Sedona Yoga. Welcome to our Sober Saturday stretch. With no further ado, we're going to get right on our mat or our mattress. I do invite you to come as you are. Obviously, I'm casual in my pajamas. I invite you to do the same. I'm not going to talk a whole lot, and even though it's a sober Saturday, it's not entirely recovery focused. It's just for anyone who wants a mindful space to do some gentle stretching and a bit of meditation. So, with that in mind, let's come over to our mattress or our mat, your choice. Hopefully, Squeaks, our yoga cat, will join us. And let's begin seated today. So, go ahead and have a nice, easy Sukhasana seat. Place your hands next to your sit bones, kind of rock a little, make your back nice and straight and tall. And then just place those hands on your knees and start winding that body out, rotating and leaving tension on that lower back where many of us tend to store it. And let's take this the other way. Take these first few mindful moments to mentally enter your sanctuary of yoga where you are safe, protected, and loved. Perhaps form a silent intention for this practice. Here comes our squeak. And sit up nice and tall. Let's take a twist, an easy twist. So whichever leg is in front, start with a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, rotate your wrists. Turn to the side and just stretch. And if you've had enough here, maybe this back arm wants to come up and deepen that stretch down the whole side body. Look up, explore how that feels. And release out. And let's take a little Janu here, or a single leg forward bend. So go ahead and extend whichever leg was in front. If you have a pillow or a bolster or a rolled up towel, maybe you want to place it against your belly. Take a nice deep breath, inhale, get that spine elongated first. Before coming forward, you can hold on to the toe. If you don't have to, you can let the arms rest. If you don't have any lower back problems, you can let the head collapse. And I'm going to show you here with a block. You can get real creative with these poses. If you want to lean forward and support your head, you can use a block or maybe a foam roller for that. And I want to invite you to inhale on a 5 count and exhale on a 5 count. We'll be holding each restorative pose for several breaths. And throughout each pose, I also invite you to move and shift position if that feels good. And now I want to play with the stretch of my calf a little bit. You do what feels good, the variation of this pose that feels right for your body today. And when you've had enough, just walk yourself up. If you're using any props, you can place them to the side. Gradually make your way back to an easy seat with the other leg in front. And maybe wind it out a few times one way and the other. And then place those hands next to your sit bones again. Get nice and tall. Take a nice deep breath, inhale again. And this time we twist to the other side. And maybe this back arm wants to come up and deepen the stretch down the side body. Look up, and when you've had enough, come out. Let's just take that single leg forward bend or Janu variation on the other side. Again, you can use props if you'd like. You don't have to. You can also use straps here or a towel to wrap around the foot. Find the variation of the pose. Feel free to move as we breathe. Focusing in on the breath, focusing in on your attention. Thanking yourself for making this positive choice. When you're ready, come out with infinite gentleness. Place your props to the side, take your time, and come onto all fours. We're going to go into some cat-cows. So just inhale as you lift up, arching the spine. Exhale as you round. Synchronize your breath and body movement here. When you had enough, come to a neutral spine. You're going to take one leg and step it forward into a low lunge. Now, for some of you, this might be enough right here. And we're going to stay here for a few breaths and kind of work into this, and then I'll show you a few lizard variations. So your foot is on the outside of your hands, and you should feel it really opening up through the front of that thigh. Breathe with me here. And I'm going to show you a couple variations. You can pick the one that works for you or shift as we hold this pose. One is just to kind of curl to the outside of that foot. You can take an elbow or your palm and kind of press open this way, go into a little twist. So from the yin tradition, it's a dragon twist. You can also keep this front foot planted flat, lift this back foot, and if you're on a hard surface, it helps to have something soft under that knee like a towel. And you can hold it here, deepening the stretch in the front of the back thigh. Or you can come down to elbows. So choose what works for you, focusing on your breath. If at any point you want to slightly alter the pose, feel free. Gently begin to work your way out of this pose, coming back to all fours at first. Then take a few minutes here just to kind of move those hips around a little bit. Maybe kind of swing them to one side and then the other, whatever feels good and natural and right. And preparing to move to the other side. Step that foot forward. And remember, at first, you're just stepping this front foot right outside the hands. Staying lifted here, giving that hip a chance to open. And when you're ready, you can throw in a variation if you'd like. And as always, feel free to shift that position throughout the pose if you'd like. And when you're ready, gently make your way out of this one. Come back into all fours and shake that out again. Maybe do a cat-cow or two. And we're going to take a thread the needle from here. So while you're in all fours, you're just going to lift one arm up, up, up. It's going to come through and cross under your body. You can come down keeping your hips lifted, or you can let them sink back, your choice. We got a vicious kitty. She gets like that sometimes. Yeah, I'll just do the other side. And when you've had enough on that side, come out. Prepare to switch sides. I'm going to get the side I was going to get, my first side. And when you've had enough, come on up out of this one. I'm going to shift to my mat just so you can maybe see me a little better for this one. We're going to go onto our backs. So be gentle with yourself as you come on down. We're going to go into one of my favorite stretches, banana asana. So what you're going to do is take your feet towards one end of the mat, and you're going to move your hips towards the opposite end, and then bring your arms to kind of make a big C with your body. So you look like if you were looking at yourself from above, you'd look like a banana. And you can cross the feet or uncross them, explore how it feels good. Nice long stretch down the side body. And coming out of this one, just make a nice straight line with your body. Stretch your arms overhead. Get long and tall. Reach, 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 reach. And then whichever leg is behind, bring it up front. Just cross it over. Go into a supine twist. You can open the opposite arm out to the opposite side. And when you've had enough, come out of your twist. We're going to get that banana asana to the other side. So your feet go one way and your hip comes to the other edge of your mat. And make that big C with your body. Now, when you've had enough, straighten your body out. And take a nice long overhead stretch. Reach, reach, reach. And then bring that other knee up. And take that supine twist. Now I have my Love's Truck Stop mattress behind me. You can always use a prop under the knee when doing recline twists to kind of take some of that pressure off your low back if placing your knee on the floor is a little too much. Focusing in on the breath, focusing in on the sensations in your body. Now, when you've had enough, come out of this one. You can stay lying on your back. I'm gonna move back up so hopefully you can see me just a tiny bit better. And while you're still lying here on your back, let's go into our supine pigeon. So take that leg, cross it over. You might feel enough of a stretch here, or maybe you want to press the thigh just below the knee. You don't want to press on the knee joint itself. Or you can lift up and stretch back. And when you've had enough of this one, keep the leg crossed, but let that bottom foot come down. If You had it elevated. And then this top knee that's still crossed, you're just going to let it fall in the direction it's pointed for our IT band stretch. And extend this other arm, and you're going to feel a great stretch down this big, thick band of connective tissue running from your hip to your knee. When you've had enough, well, gently, gently, always with self-compassion. Now you can uncross those legs and very slowly tuning into the sensation in those hips and thighs. Windshield wiper it out before we get that to the other side. And come back center. And then just start with that supine pigeon to the other side. Gently release this pose, but keep the top leg crossed. Just bring the bottom leg to the floor if you had it lifted. And then you can just let that top knee fall in direction it's pointed to get this ITB band stretch on the other side. And with infinite gentleness, come out of this one. Take a second just to extend those arms and legs. Don't hit your kitty, especially if she's feeling feisty. And then come into our last pose, our cradle. Wrap those arms around your knee, rock out that lower back. Bathe yourself in gratitude for making this healthy choice. As you release your low back, we will close our time together with a brief body scan meditation. So at this point, I'm going to invite you to go ahead and take your final resting pose as I come up to sit to guide you through. So go ahead and take Shavasana or any pose that you find comfortable. And draw your full awareness to your breath. Inhaling on that 5 count. And exhaling on that 5 count, or even slightly elongating your exhale. Mindfully observe your body. Check in with how you feel now versus how you began. And as we scan through the different areas of our body, just draw your awareness to them. Let it act as a massage for your nervous system. You may feel a little tingling or heat, you may not. Just observe what you feel as you draw your awareness to the center of your forehead, your third eye. Drawing all your awareness to the center of your forehead. The space between your eyebrows. Your right eye. And all the tiny muscles behind your right eye. Your left eye. And all the tiny muscles behind your left eye. Both sides of your jaw relaxing. Your upper lip. Your lower lip. The tip of your tongue. The root of your tongue. Inside your right cheek. Inside your left cheek. The base of your throat. Your right collarbone. Right shoulder. Upper arm. Elbow. Forearm. Wrist. The palm of your right hand. The tip of your right thumb. First finger. Second finger. Third. Pinky finger. The back of your right hand. Elbow. shoulder, and shoulder blade. Your heart center, your left collarbone, left shoulder, upper arm, elbow, forearm, wrist. The palm of your left hand, the tip of your left thumb, first finger, second, third, pinky. The top of your left hand, elbow, shoulder, left shoulder blade. Your heart center, the right side of your chest, the left side of your chest, your solar plexus, your navel, your lower belly, your sit bones, your right hip, upper thigh, right knee, shin, and ankle, the heel of your right foot, the sole of your right foot, your right big toe, second toe, third, fourth, pinky, your right ankle, calf, knee, and hip bone, your right glute, your left hip bone, left thigh, knee, shin, ankle, the heel of your left foot, the sole of your left foot, your left big toe, second, third, fourth, pinky, left ankle, knee, hip, and left glute, the base of your spine. Imagine yourself working your way up your vertebrae, your lumbar spine, your mid-back, the space between your shoulder blades, and the base of your neck. Up your cervical vertebrae to the base of your skull. Your right ear, all around the outside. And your right inner ear. Moving to the left inner ear, as if you can sense that connection. To the left outer ear and the folds of the ear. The crown of your head. Just take several slow, deep breaths here as you imagine a chain of energy moving up through the base of your spine, through the crown of your head, circling back to base in a giant oval. Begin to count your breaths, counting backwards from 10. If you're planning to drift off to sleep, I'm going to invite you to go ahead and stop the recording. If you are staying with us, I just want to take a quick moment to thank you so much. Thank you for joining us for the Sober Saturdays. We'll keep this going for a couple weeks, maybe a couple months, see if we get any interest and participation. I know it's quickly become my favorite part of the week, so thank you so humbly for that. Join us every Saturday for our live broadcast at 8 Eastern Time. And also, of course, always tune into Only in Sedona Yoga for our more masterfully done shows, which come out every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you again for joining us and have a great night. Bye.